What we need to be focusing on is abundance. This is what we want to focus on. And when I say abundance, if you think in a pile of cash, you're still focusing on the wrong thing. Okay? Hi everyone, welcome to Retire Earlier and Better at home or abroad, whichever suits you best. Doesn't matter how you do it, we're all about just doing it, right? So today I want to talk about the mindset of this idea because I see a lot of people in this space that are showing symptoms of like a car that's sputtering at the starting line of a race. And they took off, but then they're just sputtering. They're not really, going at the pace that they should be going. I was one of them. I've had periods in my life where I was sputtering and wasn't really firing on all pistons, so to speak, when it comes to achieving the dream lifestyle that we want to be achieving. So this is not about pointing out anyone's faults or we do want to talk about how we sputter because we want to stop sputtering. We want to improve our game and we want to achieve our goals and we want to make sure we have the proper goals. So on this channel, the proper goals are all about the lifestyle ASAP, and we say right now. It's not a delayed gratification idea here. Again, this is great if that's where you're at in life and you're waiting for a retirement. That's great, but the way we've done it is we've lived the lifestyle for over 3 decades, ever since our 20s, and we don't want to stop. And so if you want to get on that journey, you're on the right channel, so subscribe and push the like button if you like the video. And so the mindset that it takes is so crucial and foundational to this conversation because, as I said, I see people sputtering, and it's really easy for us to see other people sputtering. And I know that when I was not in gear, so to speak, years ago, and I was in the process of putting my life in order so that I could have what I wanted as far as lifestyle, not material things. It's not all about the money. That's one of the great lessons that I learned. And so I see this from being in this space is a lot of focus on money. And remember that when we focus on something, we automatically create, we're working too hard mentally. We're working too hard mentally for the wrong thing, focusing on money. What we need to be focusing on is abundance. This is what we want to focus on. And when I say abundance, if you think in a pile of cash, you're still focusing on the wrong thing. Okay? So I'm talking about abundance in all spheres because we're talking about the lifestyle. Our vision of the abundance needs to get wider. You see all these videos online, I made all this money, listen to me. Or you also see, people in the fire community, they parade figures around like this is the achievement, this is the figure. We say don't go for figure. Clearly, figures are important. I'm not minimizing and sweeping them under the rug. Money is important. I'm not saying it's not. I am saying that the mindset needs to shift its focus from the money specifically to abundance into the picture, where it morphs into the picture of the lifestyle that you want. And I know that you're saying, yeah, but I need money. But when you put this abundance mindset in its place and start taking your focus off that pile of cash, and you start saying, well, I want time abundance. I want the time abundance because I want to spend more time with my family, because I want to travel, because I want to have fun every day. I want to have more hobbies. Okay, so now your mind will start tuning in to the information. Whereas before, it's like a horse with blinders on, You're focusing right there. And if you want to achieve something, that focus is important. But I'm saying that the focus is misplaced when we're looking at the lifestyle right now. Okay? So yeah, if you want to achieve $1 million, $2 million in 20 years, then put your nose to the grindstone, put your blinders on, and delay your gratification and wait 20 years and you'll get there. But that's not what we're talking about. So, abundance is already out there. That's the second principle. By the way, abundance also does mean material abundance. Let's not be confused. We're not talking about minimalism or extreme frugality, which we'll talk about later. So we're talking about a more comprehensive abundance in all spheres of your life. So, the world won't deliver it on a silver platter to you. We need to be ready to receive this type of abundance, and the way we do it is by changing our mindset. I'm going to make a couple of quick examples for you, okay, to take this conversation from the abstract to what are you talking about. Let's say that my focus is starting to widen from money, and I say, well, okay, I'm ready for the world to give me my abundance. I need clothes, I need food, I need, okay. For example, when you buy a brand new article of clothing, right, and you take it out of the package, and it's brand new, you took it out of the package, when does it become used? You took it out of the package, it's still new. You took the tags off and you wore it for a day or two, and then you put it in the laundry. At what point does it become used? Now, it can be lightly used or heavily used. Sure, we can make those distinctions. But the bottom line is that if I can get a $50 shirt for $4 and it's lightly used to the point where it's in new condition, at what point did that shirt become used after you bought it? You see, there's a value there that you paid. You paid that value, and you gave away value when you paid $50 for the shirt. But when you don't focus on money, because if you're focusing on, I need $2 million to retire because I need to spend $80,000 a year, because how am I going to buy that $50 shirt, right? You see where I'm getting at, what I'm getting at? That kind of mindset also will trick you. Your mindset will trick you. When you're focusing too much on money, it will trick you into not understanding and not believing these things. For example, when things are on sale, I've seen people that turn their nose up because something's on sale. Well, I'll tell you what happened in the village here. A lot of stores nowadays, it's all computer algorithms as far as inventory and everything. And their computer algorithm or whatever told them to stock up on butter, and they raised the price on it. So the price went higher for the holidays. The price went higher, and a bunch of butter, this shelf was full of butter, right? And the price was higher. And I'm like, wait a minute, the price just got jacked up here. It must be because of the holidays. But lo and behold, the butter wasn't selling as fast as they thought it would at that price. So boom, they had to lower the price and put it on sale 50% off. Guess what I did? That's right. The piffy in me, the abundant mindset, stocks up on it. What I'm telling you here is that just because something is on sale, it's the same butter that last week was $3. Now it's $3. Now it's $1.50. It's the very same butter. So a lot of things are that way, and it's that way also with larger, more abstract ideas. This is not just about buying things used or buying things on sale. Although the mindset is what it's all about, is what it comes down to about retiring earlier and better lifestyle. If you're doing it at home, there's ways to do it at home. And if you're doing it abroad, are you still doing it the way the mainstream is doing it? Are you doing it the way everybody else is doing it? Are you running around trying to get the information that you need, trying to understand all the options that you have by focusing so much on money that you don't realize that the abundance is already there? and all you've got to do is access it. Look, I've done the same thing. I have spun my wheels and wasted time trying to find stuff out for free. But in this world, you can do that. You can do that. I've done a lot of things that way because you can read books and that kind of thing. But it may take you a lot longer than you really want. If you want to take a shortcut, I completely believe in paying somebody to help me access something right now. I don't skimp when it comes to buying books, buying information, and even paying for coaching. I just don't do it. Ever since my 20s, I've been buying newsletters and insider, things like that. I started buying books when I was 17. Books back then, you had the hardbacks, they were pretty expensive. My father-in-law asked me once, "Do you get anything out of that?" Because he didn't read. But I was taught to be a reader. And I gave him the response. I said, you know what? All I need is one good idea. If all I get is one good idea after buying this book, it'll have been worth it. Even after buying 2 or 3 books, if all I get is one idea. But I usually got at least one good idea out of each book, even though maybe they have 20 ideas in the book. If only one of them I was able to use, it would be worth it. As far as having a conversation with somebody that has been there and done already what you are wanting to do. And that's the challenge with going around on social media and asking around, because you're getting answers from people that have their own perspective and you don't know them. So they're strangers, but you assume that because they're on their social media, they know something. Yes, they do know something. What they know is the way they're doing it. So if you want to find out how to do it differently, because you want to do it earlier and you want to do it better and you want to do the lifestyle, not the delayed gratification, then you need the proper information. I hope that resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. Leave us some comments. Ask us questions. And thanks again for coming to our channel.